And we're less than 24 hours away from the first presidential debate. It's a rematch between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. Here's a live look from the Capitol in Washington, D.C. tonight. Tomorrow's debate is the first of two in this year's presidential race. Moderators have the option to mute microphones when a candidate isn't talking, and there won't be a studio audience. And before tomorrow night, we're looking ahead at what experts are closely watching. Joe McCoy spoke with an Augustana political science professor this afternoon. He's breaking down the key issues in this highly anticipated debate. Joe?
Yeah, John, 73 million people tuned in to Trump and Biden's first debate in 2020. That was the third most watched debate in history. And a new Associated Press poll shows about 60% of U.S. adults are extremely or very likely to tune in tomorrow. The rematch 4 years in the making. Biden versus Trump, round 2, debate number 1.
If we remember back to the first debate in 2020, it was actually a fairly raucous affair.
The radical left. Will you shut up, man? Listen, who is?
I think both candidates are going to want to sneak in more ad hominem attacks.
Augustana political science professor Paul Baumgartner thinks Trump will attack Biden's age, while Biden will hit Trump on his legal issues.
Based off of numerous polls and metrics, this election really looks razor thin right now.
Yeah.
How much do you think this debate and the next debate could actually have an impact in moving the needle one way or another?
I do think both camps are going to try to find those sound bites that then they can use in advertising across battleground states. So there is a possibility that a gaffe here or a great statement there could have a later impact in key states.
In terms of policy, Professor Baumgartner expects a couple of key topics to come up.
I would be surprised if issues like abortion don't pop up, especially because we're seeing the Democratic Party spend a lot of money on advertising on this topic. Inflation is going to be a big one. I would be surprised if former President Trump does not try to hammer away at the cost of gas and the cost of groceries.
More than 100 million eligible voters did not vote for the president in 2016. Baumgartner says it's imperative for both candidates that they mobilize their supporters to head to the polls in November. Professor Baumgartner feels it's important for Biden to come across as youthful and energetic during the debate. And for Trump, Baumgartner says it's important that he handles well the questions pertaining to his legal troubles. John.
All right, Joe, thank you. And you can watch Joe's full interview with Dr. Baumgartner on our website right now. And you can watch the first 60 minutes of the debate right here on WQAD starting at 8 o'clock. Coverage then moves to MyTV 8-3. You can also watch it live on WQAD.com. And then, by the way, starting at 9, you can watch the Indiana Fever take on the Seattle Storm. Our late news will start after the game.